Good, wonderful, beautiful morning, audience. Oh, look at, there's like clouds being formed in the mountains out there. Or it's snow. One or the other. Anyway, we're getting ready to leave here and I wanted to show you guys. Look, we got a travel duck. So this is not a Jeep duck. I mean, it could be a Jeep duck, but it is a travel duck from the people that own this house. They were gifted a travel duck many years ago. And they've been taking it to places that they've gone and taking pictures with it. And there's a whole little picture book here of the little travel duck, which I just thought was the coolest thing. So anyway, this one's ours. And we're gonna take it with us. He says we can take photos of it and email him, which I also thought was cute. We just might have to do that. All right, this is probably gonna be the last of the mountain walks with the dogs. Come on, Mavis. Well, at least in this neighborhood. We're pretty much driving through the mountains again today, so you'll probably see more mountains in this video. And I think today we will officially end up back in the States. Memphis is like, I'm taking my time, Mom. You take your time all you want. We got time. But look, you can't even see the mountains over there. They're completely covered in the snow. All right, Miss Kira. Last walk in Golden. We're gonna load up and head on out of here. I think we're actually driving through Banff today, which is one of the places that we were gonna go, and then we kind of missed it. We always underestimate the amount of time we need for places, but we gotta drive through there to get back down into Montana. So you're gonna see some more stuff today, like I said. All right, Miss Eleanor, it's your turn. We've been walking up to this little park over here and walking up and down the little sidewalk they have there. It's been perfect. One thing I can say about the mountains looking like this today, it's going to be a little bit of a different view because the beginning of the road that we're driving down, we already drove like an hour down it. So some of it'll be stuff we already saw, but it'll be neat to see it with some clouds and fog and, like I said, possible snow. Ooh, check out that car. All right, let's finish walking Eleanor so we can hit the road. We just stopped for gas and I noticed these houses on the hills over here were pretty cool, and also this really pretty purple tree, but that's not the reason I started this clip. I found these chips in the gas station. Hard Bite. It says they're made in Canada. Rock salt and vinegar. Those are interesting. I'll try to have to remember to try them on camera, but if you guys are from Canada and you've tried these before, let me know. So the plan today is to make it to Shelby, Montana. Can you tell why I picked Shelby, Montana? It's about a 7.5 hour drive today, 7 to 7.5 hour drive. We're driving through Banff, so that gives us a little bit of time to make some stops on the way. I think we're gonna stop in Banff. I gotta go to a gift shop still. The dogs are like, this again? My goodness. But that is the plan today. We'll make it to Shelby, Montana. So we should be home. It's today, the day we're filming this is Monday. We should be home by Thursday. I mean, barring anything that happens, we should be home by Thursday. So while we're driving through this little bit of construction, Kira got to come sit up front. You're gonna have to get in the back though. It's getting to be non-construction pretty soon here. But I wanted to show you guys, there's a mountaintop underneath there. And Jamie and I were just talking about how we're going up right now.
Yeah, so there's a good chance we just might be in those clouds.
In the clouds, or might see some snow. It's 50 right here, but it's gonna get colder up there. So look at that dude right there on the mountain, just chilling.
It's like, don't let go.
Yeah, just chilling. Also, I hate this part of the road right here. I'm just saying. But if I look at it like this, it's not so bad.
That guy on the side of the road is crazy.
That guy on the side of the road is kind of crazy. I think it's stuck. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, we're driving on through the mountains. So we're about 20 minutes from Banff and we've still got clouds in the mountains. These are the mountains we haven't seen yet though. And I find it really interesting that in Canada, on this really long flat part of the highway, you're only allowed to do like 56 miles per hour. In the States, we'd be doing 80 on this. This is, I mean, I'm sure there's, in the wintertime, there's a reason. But you would think they'd have variable speeds, like one speed in the winter, one speed in the summer, like a lot of places do. I mean, I don't mind driving this slow. It lets me enjoy the mountains a little bit more, and maybe that's why they do it, but just interesting.
Look, we made it to Banff.
Banff. We thought we'd at least drive through the town since we were here.
Right. It is cute.
It is super cute.
Bunch of people.
There is a lot of people, and I have a trailer. I don't know if I should have came downtown with the trailer.
Yeah, you're fine. You have a small trailer.
I do have a tiny. Oh, cute little tiny trailer. Rocks and Gems. There's a Rocks and Gems store. We should go in there. Oh, there's a little pet store over here called the
So this is part of their downtown, their main street downtown.
Yeah, it's super cute. Look at their McDonald's. Look at how cute it is.
Oh yeah, yep.
I'm excited about a McDonald's. Look at how cute it is.
It is cute.
Take home a piece of Canada. Ooh, homemade chocolate from Canada. All right, so we couldn't come through Banff and not stop and see something. We're gonna go see a hot spring, I think. This is called the Cave and Basin. Now the dogs are allowed here outside, but not inside. So we decided to let them rest in the car with Jamie. We're gonna go check this out and see what it looks like. All right, we are gonna go in here. Literally a cave. This is pretty cool. So we're in the cave. Oh, I wish you guys had smell-o-vision. It's sulfur water. And holy cow, is it hot in here. It smells like eggs. This is the cave. You can see there's a little tiny hole at the top. It's so warm in here. It's so crazy. So cool looking. And then outside I'm gonna go up and look at one of the ones that's outside as well. How cool. And they tell you not to touch it because there's endangered snails in here. I don't know if we can see any, but they're in here. And this is natural. This is not man-made. Well, except for this edge here. How cool. You can see the water just running down. There's a whole little story area down here too that I'll go into to show you guys a little bit of the story behind this area. That water is so pretty. So pretty. There's a view for you. Just sit here and enjoy this for a second. So cool. So there was really loud music playing in the story hall, so instead I came out here to some of the outdoor stuff. They have all the indigenous stuff out here, which is really cool. Oh, is that a gallery? I'm assuming it's an art gallery. Might go in there in a second too. But there's another basin out here, not in a cave. This is the one you can see from outside. Look, you can see, clearly see the water coming up. It's so cool. It does, it reminds me of Kitchitikipi, only this water's hot. And here, you guys want to pause and read it? There's a whole bunch of information. Look, they used to swim in here. You're not allowed to do that anymore because of the endangered snails. Ooh, I came up all the steps to see it from up here. Apparently this was one of Canada's, or was Canada's, first national park. Yeah, the Basin. Look at these mountains. Look at those mountains. Holy cow. This is beautiful. I'm gonna make my way back down, and then I think I'm gonna go to the gift shop here, and then there was another gift shop. Oh, I wonder if I can go this way or if I have to go that way. There was another gift shop downtown I might try to go to. All right, so this is gonna tell us what the names of these mountains are. That's Cascade, apparently. And that's Norquay. That must be Corey. And then Pilot and Brett are down there. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. That one's my favorite. Out of all of them. All right, heading out of here. Here comes my taxi. And I got gift shop stuff. Found stuff for the kids. Taxi! Oh, my Jeep is dirty. It looks like we drove up a mountain. Oh wait, we did. The cave basin was cool. It smelled like sulfur.
Oh yeah, they didn't tell you that, did they?
It said sulfur something, but whoa, that was a cool bird.
Yeah,
did you get that?
Yeah, he flew right in front.
Right under there.
It was really pretty. Yeah, it was kind of cool. It was really hot in there, and it smelled like hard-boiled eggs.
The sulfur.
Yeah.
Big public parking lot here for their downtown
There's a
park.
lot. Yeah, there's. We could spend a lot of time here. I could spend a lot of time here walking around and walking through these shops. And there's trails everywhere, like
Continue for 800 meters.
which is really kind of cool. So that's called the Cascade.
Yes.
Not the Cascades. That's
Right.
Cascade Mountain. I did find that
they
on a
named
sign. So I do know the name of it. Look, their little downtown. It's so cute. Yeah, I can see why people come visit here. This is super cute and adorable. But holy cow, so many people. And it's the early season.
Yeah, I was kind of fond of Golden.
Yeah, Golden was a lot calmer, not as many people.
Look at it, it's tour bus.
Yeah, this is definitely a tourist stop. But I mean, realistically, Banff National Park.
It's pretty.
Look at that mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a mineral springs here. There's another hot spring here that you can actually go into. And people come from all over to do that, I guess. Yes! Found a spot to stop and feed the girls. We're looking at these clouds coming in behind us. It's crazy looking. This is actually a dog park, and Jamie and I were both like, oh, we could. Maybe. Nope, too big. We can't catch them.
Yep, okay.
Kira would be like, I'm never coming back! But we found this little park. It's kind of cute, so we're going to feed them real quick, and then we're going to walk over that way. We were up on top of that hill, and you could actually see the mountains behind here. On the backside of this park, it looked like there was a place where maybe we could see them as well, so we're going to let them eat lunch real quick. Look, we got new replacement bowls. All right, everybody check it. Kira, you didn't even finish yours. There's like still pieces in there. Memphis is like, don't worry, I got it. Eleanor, you want to check Kira's bowl? It's like, no, I checked Memphis's bowl. Yeah, I know. Fun stuff. All right, I think we're pretty much to the end of the mountains. I mean, we're still gonna see them like off to the side. Yeah. But like for driving through them, if you look over here and you look up ahead of us.
If you look behind you, you can
Head
see
east on
here.
Trans-Canada Highway, Alberta 1
I can't look behind you because you have to put it. Yep. There you go. There's the mountains.
Yep.
Saying goodbye to the mountains.
Yeah, we're kind of leaving this area. But they'll be alongside of the road. They'll be like alongside of the road as we go down into Montana. We're kind of skirting them, but like the big, huge ones, pretty much done, I think. So, yay, construction.
Yay. Oh, look, I caught them. They're building the land bridge. I don't know if I can zoom in before we get there.
They're over on that side. They're finalizing it.
Yeah.
They're building the place for the critters to cross.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
Which, side note, critters don't exist in Canada. We haven't seen any.
Yeah, we haven't seen any.
I
That's
see
a big
squirrels and
one.
bunnies. That's it.
Yeah. That's a big one.
It was. Oh no, the fence is down. That's why we don't see any animals, because they're all behind the fence.
So I guess we're going to be looking at the mountains on my side.
Yep. A little bit in front of us, and then a little kind of.
Yeah, if it was a little bit clearer, we could definitely see further into these hills.
Yeah.
It's still pretty.
Very pretty.
So apparently this is what it looks like when you're coming out of the mountains.
Flat.
Flat.
I mean, it's hilly. It's not super flat.
Yeah, no, I can see a good distance, but it's just slow, steady now.
I feel like we've been in the mountains for like 10 days or 9 days or something, and now it's like, oh.
Right. Hi, Flatlanders. We're coming back to see ya.
Yep. Okay, so behind us is the border crossing we were going to. It is 5:35. If we wouldn't have stopped and fed the dogs, we'd have made it. We just found out that that border crossing closes at 5 o'clock. I had no idea that was even a thing. So we're now going a different way to the next border crossing, which is that way, which is a 24-hour border crossing.
That's so weird.
That is the weirdest thing.
Huh.
There's mountains over there, by the way. Huh. All right, well, we're gonna be a little bit later than we anticipated, but that's okay. Thanks, Google Maps, for not telling me the border crossing was closed.
Yeah, that's weird. Wow.
I feel like that Tom Petty song. Into the great wide open.
Yeah, it is just...
So missing the border crossing by 30 minutes puts us 40 minutes out of the way.
Which is okay.
It's perfectly okay. I mean, honestly, even though this is flat, this is still beautiful.
Yeah, if we were going the fastest way, we'd be on the freeway right now. But we just kind of wanted to go. Go check out these roads.
Yeah, I mean, this is really kind of cool. And a prairie dog just ran across the road in front of me. Look at how straight and flat this road is.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do this one at night. You'll fall asleep.
No, oh my gosh, right?
Here, I'll zoom in so we can speed up this road.
So straight and flat. It's so great.
The clouds are making the hills look so black.
Yeah.
Yep.
The place that I was looking at for food in Shelby is open till 2 a.m., so we're good.
Nice. Big flat.
Yep. And there's nothing out here.
Right.
I mean, there was some cows, but now I don't even see cows. Now there's nothing.
Yeah, it sure looks like they they take the hay off these fields.
That's probably what they do.
But wow.
We're not even in Montana. We got big sky.
Yo.
It's so deceiving because the road feels like it's not moving.
I don't know if we'll be able to see it, but
I'm pretty sure that's a big ski jump.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a big ski jump.
But I'm not 100% sure. But it sure looks like there's some like snow throwers up
Continue on
there.
Alberta
Right.
201 for 9 kilometers.
Huh. Somebody tell us if we're right, if that's a ski jump.
Oh, I can't zoom in that far. Sorry, guys. All right, what's up, pups? How you doing? Yeah. All right. That's pretty cool.
There's an air museum there.
That's pretty cool.
It's not open. It's not open till June, but there's a jet.
That wasn't us. That was the person behind us.
Is it? Okay. I was gonna say, I looked down and I'm like, mine says 52.
Wow,
I feel like we're at home.
I know, right? This thing is huge.
This is a massive piece of farm equipment.
So you might want to get off the road some and give them some room.
I wanted to slow down as well. There's no
That's massive. That is so cool. Bye, dude.
How crazy.
That was nuts.
There's the Jeep. There's a bunch of trains. We are in Shelby, Montana. And we just got food from the cutest little tiniest diner ever. It's called the Dash Inn. So we just ordered some food and then we're gonna go check into our hotel, which is actually right over there. But oh, my Jeep is so dirty. But there's a whole bunch of train tracks that run through here. So we might see some cool trains too. Ooh, that one's starting up over there. They're making our food right now. So we're just waiting and then we're heading to the hotel. Oh my goodness. So I got a crispy chicken pita. Jamie got a, which I think yours was upside down when I looked at it. You got a Philly steak pita, which looks amazing. And then we got some fried pickles and we got some fries. And we're debating on whether or not we're actually gonna stay in this room. I'll tell you guys the story momentarily. Okay, so we decided we're staying. I'm gonna give you, this is a Oyo hotel. We've never stayed at one of these before and we almost weren't going to, but there wasn't many options in this little town that we made it to. So we've got a little tiny bathroom. We've got the beds, not the most comfortable beds. This is a budget style hotel, like a cheap hotel. And it was pretty cheap. I wanted the Comfort Inn over there, but all the rooms were taken. So let me tell you the story about what happened real quick. So I made the mistake yesterday when I booked this online. I accidentally booked it for yesterday night. I immediately called and I was like, hey, I booked it for the wrong day. I just booked it. And they're like, oh yeah, we see it. We can change it. Not a problem. I'm like, cool. So then they changed it, but they only changed it to one bed. And it's a queen bed and we can't all fit in one queen bed. So I called them back and I said, I need 2 beds. And they said, oh, no problem. We can change it. No big deal. When I got here today, they told me my room was booked for yesterday. And then they weren't going to give me a room. And I'm like, I called. So then he called somebody and then it just became this whole big thing. And I almost left. The girls are wrestling behind me. Almost left. Not happy. And then we had our food that we had just gotten that you guys saw. And we decided to eat and decide what we were going to do. Girls! So, like I said, the Comfort Inn is full. The other hotel, the Super 8 by Wyndham, is full. So we're kind of stuck staying here. So we're just gonna, do our things, get some sleep, and get up and keep driving tomorrow. But do not recommend the Oyo Hotel in Shelby, Montana. Oh my goodness, they're gonna slide these beds right off the things. Dad's coming back in with your stuff so we can go for a walk. Wanna go for a walk? Dad's coming back in and we're gonna go for our walk. That's what we need to do. On a good note, or a cute note, we are staying in Shelby, Montana, which I thought was pretty cute. They did put us on the 2nd floor, which I requested them not to because of this, but we're on the 2nd floor. The dogs have been cooped up for way too long. Way too long. They just wanna play. All right, girls, hey, you're in a hotel. Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. We got Memphis, and we went to go for our first walk of the night. Normally we do a couple, and there's this place over here called Champions Park. So I thought I would come check it out while it's still light out. Oh, so it's got a bunch of information about fighters. Huh. I wonder if any of them were from here. I'll have to read more of the signs when I get a chance. But there's signs all around it, and then there's like this. That's kind of cool. Hey, look, I found the sign. Welcome to Shelby. Apparently there's a carousel park here. I don't know if we'll get to see that in the morning or not. I don't know if it'll be open. But if it is, we'll take you guys there in the next vlog. Our hotel's right over there. The oi, 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 oi. Highly do not recommend. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine for just one night, right? First we can't get across the border crossing, and then the hotel's all messed up. Today was a day, but you know what? we made the best of it. And I saw a huge coyote run across the road, which I have a photo that Jamie took. We'll insert right here. That was pretty cool. We wouldn't have seen that coyote if we would have went to the right border crossing. Shelby. I know, all day today I keep going, Shelby, Shelby, Shelby. And Jamie's like, you gotta stop. I'm like, I know. But we picked this town for a reason. It is cute. I think the carousel thing is up there maybe. I don't know. Carousel. Oh, it's right here. Huh. Might have to go peek in the windows. I'm gonna go switch dogs before I walk over there. But this talks about how Shelby was one of the fastest growing cities in the United States when the railway came. Ringside Shelby. And this is the fights information. Jack Dempsey, Tommy Gibbons, and that's what this park is in memory of. So, all right, come on, Memphis. Come on, I'm gonna go get one of your sisters and then we're gonna go peek in the window. There's an old carousel in here, fully restored. This is the carousel rest area in Shelby. And it will not be open when we leave tomorrow. But if you're in the area and you want to check it out, it's really cool. I'm gonna go look at this carousel horse that's up here. Look at how fun that is. If you guys don't know, I actually used to collect carousel horses, so I was kind of excited about this, but I had a feeling that it was gonna be closed by the time we got here, and I didn't think it was gonna open super early in the morning. But it's in there. It doesn't have their hours on the door, but it's in there. Come on, baby. Oh, they got like a grill and everything out here. I bet they have a lot of fun out here. What do you think, Miss Kira? She's like, there's a carousel in there. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I know. It's a bird. I saw it. Come on. Leave a bird alone. I have Miss Eleanor. In a minute, there's a casino over there. And I might... Gosh, it's so pretty out right now. I might go over there. And I got to get Jamie and I some drinks. The hotel also has a vending machine that's completely empty. Which I hate buying drinks in a vending machine anyway. But we need a couple of sodas for tonight. So I'm probably going to go to the gas station. Maybe I'll go to the casino. What do you think, you guys? Should I go to the casino? Should I take you in the casino? With the luck we've been having today, is that a good idea? I mean, we did make it across the border, and that's a good thing. Eleanor's like, whoa, I love tall grass. All the dogs, for some reason, love the tall grass. You knew it. Of all the places, we would end up here. Because why not? 20 bucks in, I think it's time to go. Hey, hun.
Yeah.
I made 12 bucks at the casino.
12 bucks, eh?
Yeah, I took 20 in.
Sweet to pay for my coffee in the morning.
There we go. Yeah, because there's no coffee pot in this hotel. We were just discussing that as well. We're getting ready to go to bed. I think we're all pretty exhausted today. Mm-hmm. And I was going to take you guys outside when we took the dogs outside for the last time, but it was pouring rain. So that was also fun.
Yeah, so it looks like it could do that in the morning too.
Yeah, so we might be doing a quick outside and then drive until there's no rain, because it's not supposed to rain long in the morning. But Memphis, you gotta get up on this bed. It's a very strange bed, but I think you'll like it. I think these beds are like memory foam beds.
Yeah.
But they'll be good for one night. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. We're in Shelby, Montana, which I just think is the greatest thing. I got a picture of the sign too. I think I showed you guys on the video. I showed the sign. If I didn't show the sign, here's a picture. All right, you guys. We hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay positive, dream big, and we will see you again soon. Night, audience. Kira, if you lay there, I have no place to put my feet. You don't care, do you? Good night, audience.